welcome to another episode of the Toon in 10, brought to you by the Toon Network. My name's Adam. That's Pete. No Vince this time. Is it? Are you not able to be in the same room at the same time? What is it? Have you morphed at the same
person?
You might be the same person. However, there's probably about 30 episodes of this that prove otherwise. But anyway, we'll see. Vince, we'll see you very soon. But we've got Pete back. Pete, do you want to maybe apologise to your fans who've been wondering where the hell you've been?
Yeah, it's just I had a massive fallout with Vince off camera.
Yeah, there'll be like a special Toon and 10 behind the music, and it'll take you through all the spats and all the yeah. But that'll come out on a separate.
To be fair,
channel.
I haven't really wanted to jinx it, so I've not done this for a while, and the whole time I've not done this, we've been doing well.
We have actually, yeah. You've been a lucky.
We're clearly going to get beaten by Preston.
Yeah. By simply having you absent, it's been a lucky charm.
Mm-hmm. I find that in most social situations.
You're the anti-mascot.
Yeah. But anyway, crack on.
All right, I'll dictate proceedings. Thank you. As usual, we've got 5 minutes and a half, and we're better to start for the first half proceedings than to discuss again back-to-back wins. 9 goals, none conceded. We've got more 3 points in the Premier League, 3 points in the Championship, and we're through the quarterfinals of the EFL Cup. Time at the ready and go. Do you know what I've noticed is that we've sort of just become a very well-oiled machine. We've started churning out these very professional performances where we can just see off a team. We've got a cutting edge, we've got a game plan, we've got confidence, and it just seems like the momentum is just carrying on from game to game. Doesn't matter which starting 11 we put out, and he's changed it a little bit. We just churn him out.
It's a combination of everything. There's momentum, obviously. Our team are massively confident, and I do think there's a massive fear factor for every other team in the Championship who comes against us. I almost think they kind of turn up, as probably Newcastle have done in the Premiership against the big clubs, or in certain situations, and kind of given up very quickly. And I do think we've got that in the
part of it, yeah, that's it. It's the confidence. It's about almost like believing your own hype, and sort of adding to the sort of the myth, if you will, of like this sort of ascension.
It happened last time we won the Championship. And you had the same things. The managers were coming out. So Grayson came out with something.
Well, he was just his interview was just kind of like,
what am I supposed to do?
What do you want me to do?
But like the last time, I remember people there'd be like managers going, oh well, it's not a level playing field. They've got like a £10 million defender in Colaccini. And our whole squad's worth £3 million, so that's just not fair. Last time, but I mean, so the thing is. This is absolutely where we should be and have to be. I mean, in
terms of the wage bill, and in terms of the quality of the squad
exactly.
and manager.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, you could take Benitez out of the equation, and I mean, I wouldn't. As does everyone. I love Benitez, obviously, but take him out of the equation. In reality, squad-wise, we are significantly better than every squad in the Championship. And I mean, when at the start of the season. I'm not to say I know every team in the Championship now. Of course I don't.
I'm almost making a point to not get to know them.
Yeah.
Who are I'm that arrogant.
Yeah, absolutely. But now the more we're kind of seeing the teams and seeing the highlights package that we do rather than match of the day, you think we are. We're seats ahead.
Well, what I noticed at the weekend against Ipswich was the quality of goal. I mean, we've got to mention the first goal where we hit kick-off. Every Newcastle player got a touch of the ball before Perez knocked it in, and Ipswich didn't get a touch.
Ipswich got the assist, didn't they?
It's just spectacular. What?
Ipswich essentially assisted it. It was the header in the box was by the
it wasn't.
Defender.
It wasn't.
Sure, it was.
No, it wasn't. No Ipswich player touched it. That was the point of it.
Well,
he's wrong.
We'll see.
It was a spectacular team goal. Absolutely spectacular team goal. But it was the quality of that volley was superb. Yeah. Perez's finish for the second one from Richie, and I've got to say the Richie finish for the third outside of the left foot. It was kind of exhibition stuff a bit, and Ipswich didn't really pose much of a threat. And then again, we've got another clean sheet. We've got that as a platform to build upon.
And what's also brilliant is, because again, we've got quite a lot to touch upon. We've only got 5 minutes. So I really want to touch upon the penalty incident in the game yesterday, where we had Richie and...
Okay, so another 6-0.
But just
Mitchell taking us ahead. We've gone 2-0 with Diarmi.
Yeah.
Richie fouled for the penalty. So what's your take on that?
Richie was, not only was he fouled, he's also the penalty taker. He
Yeah.
absolutely has to stand up to that.
Absolutely, and for me that's fine. I think
I love it though. I love the fact that Mitro, they had a battle.
He was begging him,
the one he wants to score.
Yeah, he does.
wants to score. And then immediately after, Richie supplied the ball for Mitro.
No, he didn't.
Say apparently he did.
No, he didn't, because I was there. Lee Ryder thought that Richie crossed it in. It was actually Hayden. I tweeted this earlier actually. You should follow us. But the composure from Mitrovic to chest it down, not take the shot, then hit it just spectacular. When he was clearly irate from the penalty incident, you think, well, he's just going to lash at this any chance he gets, but he doesn't. He sort of subverts all.
Which as a player, that's the kind of confidence and composure you have when everything's going for you. But because Mitrovic hasn't been starting, to have that composure at that point is amazing. The last time I saw that at Newcastle was that goal Cisse scored against Liverpool.
Yeah, when he stops against.
But at that point he was on just a rich vein, as was the whole team. You know what I mean? Everything was going for him. Mitrovic, had he missed that, he's in the pressure. So to have the composure, it was brilliant.
But I mean, great to see him on the score sheet, as with Perez and Diarmi as well, with 2 pretty spectacular goals. But it's been once again it's been a hell of a week in the in the life of a Newcastle United fan. We seem unstoppable at the minute. I'm just hoping. Well,
But we're Newcastle. Remember that.
Well, the last time we won 6-0 against QPR, we went and lost the next game.
Yeah.
So that's possibly going to happen again.
And I've now done this, so we're screwed.
But it's all the omens coming together.
Yeah.
It's going to be the perfect storm. But yes, well, stay tuned for the second half, where I'm going to be reading out some quite interesting Newcastle United facts. See you after this. Hello and welcome back to the second half of the Toon in 10. Now we just rewatched that Perez opening a goal against Ipswich. Pete, can you tell us who assisted? Who headed it back from?
Yeah, that's why I don't do this shit anymore.
Alright.
Bring things back.
It's back. Johan Gouffran with the headed assist there, and Ipswich did not get a touch of the ball until they were picking it up. Yeah, well, right, so time for some Newcastle United facts. Some quite interesting facts.
I need them.
Some will surprise you, some will not, but one thing's for sure, come 2:59 PM on Saturday, they'll all probably be complete bollocks again. So, let's see how many we can rattle through, and we'll get some reaction from our top pundit, Pete.
Live reaction.
Live reaction.
Well,
he hasn't seen any of these.
Done before.
Yeah, it's a bit of an experiment. But anyway, see how it goes. Get your own facts in the comments below as well.
That sounded hungry, lad. Get your own facts.
Go on, be off with you. Timer at the ready. And go. Right. So I'll start with a doozy.
Alright, okay.
This is a defensive fact.
The most exciting one, start with that.
Yeah. Paul Dummett has won more tackles in the Championship this season than Kieran Clark, Jamal Lascelles, DeAndre Yedlin, Lacroix Lazar, Grant Hanley, Alexander Mitrovic and Dwight Gale combined. He's got 20 tackles as opposed to Kieran Clark and Jamal Lascelles who've got 8 each, which in itself is quite an interesting and surprising fact. Dummett has also won the most aerial duels in the Championship this season. 3 more than our captain, fantastic Lascelles.
Wow.
What do you think of that, Dummett?
Nice.
Captain last night.
Yeah, feels like that's gone under the radar for me.
Yeah, a little bit underrated. I think he's just steadily doing the
How
job,
long
isn't
has he been at Newcastle for?
Good for
Doesn't
you,
he?
good for
So
years.
I was thinking this yesterday.
He's older than I think he is. He's probably over
I
26
just
or
can't-
something now.
It sounds bad, but I just can't get away with how dumb it looks. He just doesn't look like a footballer. I always think he looks like he should be a PE teacher or something. So like every time I see him, like
Well,
I
at
always
least,
think.
at least it's in the right industry.
No,
This is athletic.
but I see him, I think you've looked out here. You're not a footballer now. What are you on about? But you know the stats don't lie. So fair play, Paul.
Goalkeeping one now. In the Championship this season, Carl Darlow has punched the ball the same number of times as Matt Sells. 4 times each. It's quite good. I mean, Matt Sells seemed to get a reputation that he was a puncher, and but that's actually quite even. I think that's worth a mention.
Worth a mention. We don't need to talk about that one too much.
Also, John Joe Shelby has won more tackles than Kieran Clark and Lascelles and Chancellor Mbemba. His defensive contribution possibly not talked about.
No, I was going to say,
Next
it's
to
funny
RBN.
because I don't think of Shelby that way. But,
Yeah.
fair play,
I don't think of him that way.
get your own facts. I just think of his passing, to be fair.
Absolutely, yeah. He's more than a one-trick pony.
And he was growing his hair the other week, I noticed. Anyway,
Don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
Johan Gouffran has a better shot accuracy in the Championship than any other Newcastle player who've taken more than 20 shots. 62%.
How many of the Newcastle players have taken more than 20 shots?
Look, it's not in the article. Here's a good one. Mitrovic on topic. This is just in this overall, not just the league. Mitrovic, with 7 goals and 3 assists, has been directly involved in only 2 fewer goals than Dwight Gale, 11 goals and 1 assist, under Rafa Benitez, doing so every 76 minutes he's played, compared to Gale's 88 minutes. So if you can think about that, he's scored 10 goals underneath Rafa Benitez. Sorry, he's contributed directly to 10 goals under Rafa Benitez. Gale has contributed to 12.
7 goals this season, wasn't it?
No, under Rafa Benitez.
Right.
So he scored 4 at the end of last season.
Right, okay.
But he's only had 4 starts in those as well, which is
no.
quite. I think that's quite notable. I think we feel that he's not contributing, but he's actually 4 years younger than Gale as well.
Like going back to Benitez, I trust everything he does. So I wonder what it is that Mitrovic isn't doing at training.
Well, I guess it's application or whatever, or maybe just Gale has been completely undroppable. Because he's integral to the way his link of play with Shelby's pretty amazing. Benitez's side, this might not surprise you given we've talked about it before, Benitez's side has scored more league goals, 12, from set pieces this season than any team in the Championship or Premier League. We've also outscored any team in those 2 divisions as well.
It'll be interesting to see what that stat against how many set piece goals Newcastle have scored for the last 5
Interesting.
years.
I mean, I saw a tweet earlier where it was kind of saying it's unlikely, it's unlikely that Pardew managed that in his entire tenure. Rafa Benitez currently has a better win ratio, 57.7%, than any other permanent Newcastle manager in the club's history. Granted, he's only played 26 games, but this compares to managerial records of McLaren, 34 games, 23.4% win ratio. Joe Kinnear's 26 games, 19.2% win ratio. And Sam Allardyce, 24 games, 33.3% win ratio.
Again.
But the Maccas are clamouring for him back.
But judge
Haven't.
Benny more when these are Premiership games.
Exactly.
Championship games.
And in terms of stadium capacity, because we love a good attendance stat, Newcastle have averaged a 96.4% stadium capacity this season,
Now you're gonna have that's it.
which is the highest in the Championship. Sunderland have averaged only 84.1% stadium capacity, which is the lowest in the Premier League. I do love that stat. I do love it. Because that takes into account the size of the stadium and the ability to fill it.
Sickening of that, like 94th minute.
94th minute, Winston Reid.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's got to hurt.
Just a visit by Arsenal at the
Moyes out
weekend.
before Christmas.
I just think they're massively in trouble.
It's rotten at that club.
Rotten to the core.
core.
Rotten to the core.
Yeah.
Funny, I think today, while on on social media, Newcastle was celebrating another 6-0, great performance, amazing goals, quarterfinals of the Cup. The Sunderland official Twitter account put out a picture of James McFadden. On this day in 2012, James McFadden signed for Sunderland, making only 3 sub-appearances in his career. It's like,
What?
like, that was like an official.
Good God.
That's
That's the social media guy there.
That's what they're competing at. We're still doing like Mitchell's on fire dance, and they put out a tweet that's even negative for themselves.
Yeah,
It's not even a positive tweet. James McFadden, he looked like he was carrying timber on there as well.
I didn't realise he ever played for Sunderland.
Exactly.
Yeah, really?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's another quite surprising fact.
That's a good one.
It's a different club.
Yeah, yeah.
But Sunderland fans, if you are watching, there's a starter for 10. We can compare them. So hope you enjoyed those facts, whether you were listening to this on iTunes or SoundCloud or watching this on our YouTube channel. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Anything more to say, Pete?
Well, no, just obviously you guys won't know, but this is the first time we've actually had a live audience, so that's been interesting and different.
It's sort of a live audience. We've had children running around before, the occasional cat.
But a genuinely interested spectator. So yeah.
Marks out of 10?
Vince.
She came for Vince.
Come on, Vince.
Awkward.
Come on, Vince. Your fans were here, man. Anyway,
A Vince t-shirt.
yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in once again. You've been watching the Toon in 10, brought to you by the Toon Network. I've been Adam. That's been Pete. That's been our live audience. We'll be back, I don't know when, sometime soon.
Couple of months.
But do subscribe to us on iTunes, YouTube, share amongst your friends, tell everyone how awesome we are, and we'll see you next time. Thanks very much. Bye, bye.